This video is sponsored by Squarespace.
24 hours with the Sony A7R4. You're buying this camera for the resolution. This camera is really good, but it's just not for me. I just made a video talking about why I went from the A7R3 to the A7 III. That's because I don't need 42 megapixels for my style of work. And for a lot of you out there, this camera is just overkill. But there are a lot of people that are gonna love the resolution and the extra features that you get with it, especially at the price point, $3,500. And if you need that extra megapixel, Sony is competing with the big boys now, with the Fujis and the Hasselblads, the cameras, although they're not full frame, they're medium format, we're talking about high resolution cameras. This is Sony's way of like getting in there. So I'm still gonna be sticking with the A7 III. It's my favorite camera. I've used all of them. A7 III is the one for me.
My experience with the camera has been mostly positive. My camera did have some focusing issues. It's in the pre-production stages and I can't really judge it too hard. The A7R4 was meant to compete with the higher megapixel cameras of medium format, but we all know it's two different things. It's apples and oranges. The JPEG files, when I shoot RAW and JPEG on the A7R4, those JPEG files are larger than my A7 III RAW files. I don't need that kind of resolution. The amount of detail that you get, it's intoxicating. You can just zoom in and just see everything. I love being able to just see everything on my 4K screen. The A7R4 has superior ergonomics over all the other cameras, but I'm sure those ergonomics are gonna transfer over to the A7 IV when that comes out. It has video eye autofocus, which is amazing, and it has a better EVF. I think the A7 III is gonna be relevant for a long time, for the next 5 years. Like the cycle of just making cameras irrelevant, that's stopping with the A7 III. It's that good. It's my favorite hybrid camera of any brand right now. And I just don't need to upgrade just because it's the latest and greatest. I love what Sony's doing here. They're pushing the envelope, but for most people, we just don't need it. It's more of a niche product. People that buy the A7R4 know what they need it for. If you like to crop, this is the camera for you. You're shooting commercial work, you're doing product shots, even wildlife, because you have A9 tracking on this camera. You're gonna be good with the A7R4 for $3,500. You're getting a really good deal with the A7R4, and I think this is gonna screw up Nikon and Canon's plans for dropping a really high megapixel camera, because $3,500 is hard to compete with the amount of tech and features that you get in this camera. Those are my thoughts on the Sony A7R4 after 24 hours. Before I go though, I want to send a shout out to my sponsor, Squarespace, for sponsoring this video. If you're looking for a website, blog, or an online store, make sure to check out Squarespace. I've been using it for years. I love their templates. It's so easy to use. The images look high quality on your website. You can change the look of your website at a click of a button and preview different. You can preview other templates. It's so nice to use. If you use the coupon code MANNY, you will get 10% off your first purchase. So go check out the link below. Get yourself a Squarespace website. I've been using them. I love them. Check them out. All right. Thank you so much for sponsoring this video, Squarespace. I'll see you guys in the next one. Yeah.